I'm gonna tell you a story. It goes like this. I was 16 and I was going fishing. It's one of the first times I actually got to drive. Like one of the first times since I just got my license. And went over near my grandparents' house. They have a forest behind them. And I was kind of walking through like this, and you get to this part and there's two ways to go. I always went left because it was a little more open. And that day I was like, you know what, maybe there's some better fishing back there. So I made a right, went back the more vegetated path. And I'm going back there and I hear something like, okay, there's some, you know, it was really loud because there were big bushes, like this rustling, and I'm like, kind of stopped. And all of a sudden this boar jumps out. Onto the path there. There was a walking path. And I stopped. All I had was my fishing rod and a knife. And I was like, this could be kind of ugly. And I just stood still. I figured, you know, if I stand still, maybe nothing will happen, you know, that whole, like, you know, stand still thing. And it jumped over to the other side of and took off. And at that moment I turned around and went the other way out of there. And I went back and I was like, Grandma, you never understand. You never believe this. I actually saw a boar, that's why I just came right back. And she's like, you're goofy. You know, you're goofing. Haha. And pretty much everyone thought that. Until in the paper there was a guy who, there was like this little island he was on the river, and he was raising like boar and stuff. And that year it was really not a lot of rain, so the river got really low. One of these boars got off, or a couple actually, maybe, forget, and swam across because it was so shallow into this forest area. And my grandmother called up my mom and told her, and everybody believed me. That was my encounter with a boar. My only encounter with a boar. Life's full of fun, isn't it?